Is misha mori gwir as cahar na marth conduio, ach anish Tommy Goni Birmingham. My name is Marion Dwyer and I am the Cahirlach. I'm chair of Comhaltas Cheoil in Midland region here in England. And we have 8 branches of Comhaltas. In this series of short programmes, we would like to invite you, given that we cannot meet in person, to come and virtually meet the people that are involved in these branches and to hear from them the work that they do and have done over the years to maintain and sustain our Irish cultural heritage. We begin with the Coventry branch. The chair is Mick Nixon. Coventry, like Birmingham, has very strong Irish connections and influences.
Gia Div is Anim Dom Mick Nixon. I'm privileged to be the current chairman of the Coventry branch of Comhaltas, and I follow in the footsteps of some great chairmen who are stalwarts in Comhaltas. I've been a member of the branch since 2006, but my association with the branch goes back a lot further through my parents, Tommy and Peggy Nixon, who were members in the early 70s. So let us take a look back over 50 years ago to when our branch began.
I had been a member of Comhaltas in Birmingham before going to Coventry. Ended up at St Brendan's Club in Coventry, where I met Vincent Tighe, the accordion player. We talked about maybe forming a branch there. Contacted Paddy Ryan, the fiddle player, and at the time he was chairperson of the Midland region, and decided to hold a meeting in St Brendan's Club with the intention of forming a branch. Vincent Tighe was the first chairman, Bill Holland was secretary, Paddy Mulligan treasurer, and I was PRO. St Brendan's were very, very supportive of us at the time, especially Nellie Prendergast, Tommy Nixon and Rawhide, whom I never did get to know his right name. After a few years, Bill Holland and myself changed positions and I became secretary. I would like to thank the young committee who are now keeping the branch alive, and I am very proud to say that something we people started 50 years ago is still going strong.
Well, dear Ditch everybody, it's lovely to be here and taking part in FleadhFest. My name's Fiona Hoey. I've been a member of Coventry Comhaltas since 1994, and I've got with me today two of my pupils, Heather and Caitlin. They're cousins from Coventry, and I've been teaching them the fiddle for 5 years now. I'm delighted they could come along, and we're going to play a tune called The Butterfly, one of our favourites.
Dies Miragwich, Podrick O'Canes Anam Dum, Togam Meos Mullinkar, Kundan Here V, Godi Coventry, Shasta Lino Hin. My name is Patrick Kenny. I came from Mullingar, County Westmeath in the 1960s. I met up with a group of friends in Coventry that were interested in Irish music. They organised ceilidhs and sessions. Although I'm not a musician, I'm a member of Comhaltas for quite a while. We go to the Hersal pub on Craven Street in Coventry every Tuesday night for the sessions. You make a lot of new friends and reconnect with old friends. We listen to live music. Irish music stimulates the brain. I wish Comhaltas the very best and hope they do well in the future. Mahaniha Makara, August Bannock Day.
My name is Frank Dolan. I'm the treasurer of the Coventry branch of Comhaltas. I've been doing this since I joined. I first met Hughie Gallagher, our late chairman, when I joined in 1985. He taught me enough of the accordion so that I could teach the children, which I enjoyed doing very, very much. Hughie and I journeyed to Fleadhs and meetings, and sadly, on occasions, to funerals. It's Hughie's music I really enjoyed. He had a great love of Comhaltas. He had a great respect for the music and for those who composed it. And thankfully, he left a crop of excellent musicians. We were so sad when he passed away. And the last time I saw him, he was sitting at the back of the room in the rehearsal. And when I came into the room, he stood up and shook me by the hand. I don't think we did that when we first met, but that was the last time I saw Hughie. May he rest in peace. Guramahagat.
We've amalgamated with various branches, especially Letterkenny in Donegal, where our late chairman Hughie came from. We had several visits to Letterkenny, the first one being in 2004, and we joined them for a weekend of festivities, and then in 2015 we joined them for their 50th anniversary dinner dance weekend, and we were treated absolutely like royalty. The finest people you could meet. They really were nice, and we had great sessions of music. We've often been to various Fleadhs across the country as well, and we met so many nice people. We've made some great friends, and it's just a wonderful family. I wish all the Midland region branches and the branches throughout Britain all the very best for the coming future. Guramahagat Mahagat.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed our short delve into the branch of Coventry Comhaltas. I'd like, on behalf of the branch and the members, the committee and everybody, to thank Comhaltas, thank all the branches everywhere for their entertainment and their great music, song and crack. It's been an excellent opportunity to meet you all, albeit by virtual reality. Gura mila mahaga.
We continue now with Leicester. The chair is Rosaleen Duddy-Owens, and Leicester is a lovely multicultural city here in the middle of our region.
Leicester branch of Comhaltas was formed in September 1976. We were invited to have our gatherings at Burley House on Loughborough Road in Leicester, which was the home of the late Michael and Bridie Lyons. We were there for possibly 6 months, and then as our numbers grew, we had to find alternative premises. So we went to the Sacred Heart, which was in the 50s was very much a huge Irish community. People came from Ireland and they settled within that parish, and we were made to feel very, very welcome. We had our first music lessons for children at the Sacred Heart under the tuition of the late Fergus MacTaggart. He originated from Fermanagh. Sadly, he went back to Ireland. Some years later, he died. Our second teacher was Vincent Tighe, who came in from Coventry, originated from Cavan. Him and his family went back many years later, and he sadly died. There was just a great feeling of warmth from both of those teachers. Our third music teacher was a husband and wife, Jim and Pat McNally, and they came in from Nottingham, originated from Sligo. They've now gone back to Ireland, and our present teachers are Carmel and John Burke, who are living in Coventry. Carmel especially has been with us since 1986 up to the present day, and later when she met her husband John became one of our music teachers as well. We have had some amazing highs from their tuition. Francis Bonamorley was placed second in the All-Ireland Fleadh Cheoil, took place in 2006 in Letterkenny, and what an accolade not only for Francis and his family but for the branch. We were immensely proud of him. We had another pupil, Eugene Dillon Hooper, who played the fiddle and is now with the Garrison Opera Company, and he's in rehearsals for the summer season. Eugene also played the fiddle. they're still in contact with the branch. They weren't just pupils, they became the friends of the branch, which is great. Smith families, they are very supportive to us, and although they've gone on to do other things, they are still in contact with us. And to the Cowan family, whose daughter has started music and is doing really well. Amy Carter, who has promoted this branch. She was a competitor in the All Ireland, which was held in Drogheda in 2018 and 2019, and is an integral part of this branch. Teresa Coleman and her family are living in Ireland, along with the Townsend family, and they are in Chicago at present. We had the Doran family, they supported us hugely. As our circle of friends grew, it was inevitable that we made friends with the parents of the pupils, and they have stayed with us. You know, we often get text messages, phone calls to see how we are, and they're very supportive of us. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the support of the parents. You know, I'm a firm believer that our music class is our branch of tomorrow, and we're, in our own way, we're nurturing the pupils so that hopefully they will carry on the tradition that's been in Leicester for over 40 years. And thank you to all the families for what you're doing for us.
And it all started by somebody asking, you know, you come and support Comhaltas every Friday, or the last Friday of every month. And somebody decided to start playing, and started with a couple of players, and then it rolled down to 4, 8, 20, and now there's only a few left.
Some people were real beginners. They'd never played an instrument before, and came in at a senior age to try and play an instrument for the love of the Irish music. Be with other people with like interests, and that's what we're all about.
And we'll play for an hour, have a cup of tea for 45 minutes.
Yes.
I've been a couple of times around the schools. We've got some kids to join, and mostly they start on a tin whistle, but they might move on to an accordion or fiddle or banjo or whatever. I would have a barrow and a tin whistle with me, and I can say, do you know what this is? They'd say a drum. So then I'd say, well, it is a drum. And then I explained that it's called a barrow. It's a type of drum which you only find in Ireland.
Some people who maybe left Ireland might have lost part of their identity, and hearing Irish music has relit it. You don't have to be, Irish born to take part in music. Music comes from your heart.
I'm very involved with the Shimche set dancers in Leicester, and we meet on a Sunday evening normally. We have our group of Gaeilge, our Irish language group, which meets every Thursday evening. And we've been going now for about 5 or 6 years. So it's a wonderful social life for people. Yeah, and we would love more people to be involved.
Years ago there was a dinner in Leicester, and the Lord Mayor at that time was the guest of honour, and he said, "Where did your parents come from?" I said, "My parents came from Galway and Cork." He said, "Why did they come here?" I said, "They came for work, to send money home to my grandparents." And he said, "That's the same as me. My parents came from India for work." We meet at the Emerald Community Centre, Gypsy Lane, Leicester, and anybody in the area or afar is guaranteed a welcome at our functions. There's always a cup of tea or a cup of coffee here and a biscuit and a smile, because your smile will take you a long way.